Hello everyone, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Let me show you how to draft a perfect skirt contouring. After today, make sure your skirt is nice. If you find this video helpful, please like, subscribe, share, follow for more videos. Welcome to Crowbar Culture. Let me quickly show you how to draft a perfect hip skirt contouring. That will give you that perfect shape, even if you don't have any, you know what I mean, but it will give you the perfect shape that you need. The measurements we are working on is the skirt length is 20. Before you do anything, I always say make sure you get yourself a very straight line, which you will be working inside the box. If you know me very well, you know I always say work inside the box. So I'm working on hip 20, on length 20. Okay, so we are working inside this box. The first thing you want to do is your measurement from your waistline to your hip line. My waistline to my hip line is 7. The next, so for the front part, you need your waistline, your hip, and your length. Okay, this is what you are working on for the front pattern. The waist is 5.5, additional of 1 inch seam allowance, and the hip line is 9 divided by 4, additional of 1 inch. I want to connect the two together. Okay, now anything you get from your hip line minus 1 inch, then give it your for the down part. So this part I have 10 inch, so I'm giving here 9. Then connect. Okay, you can decide to shape anyhow. You can decide to shape like this, then straight. You can decide to shape anyhow. I'm giving my shape this way. Okay, then for your dart intake, anything you have here, you want to divide it by 2. Okay, then your dart inch should not be nothing less than 4 or 5. At least it's too much for 5, or let's say 5 for somebody that is much bigger than me. The next thing you want to do is 1/2 inch on both sides, which gives 1 inch for your waist. Then connect the two together. Guys, if you are watching this video, there is a training going on that will start by September. Feel free to send a DM, register. There is accommodation, 3 months free upgrading, 3 months training. So guys, you can choose to do it this way. I can choose to do it another way. From your waist to your underbutt. My underbutt is 13. If you want a very shapy one, my underbutt, you all know what underbutt means. So you're connecting from your waist to your underbutt. Some people measure underbutt, okay? I mostly used to give my underbutt 2 inches intake. So I used to give it 8 or sometimes half, 1.5 instead of 2 inch. Okay. Then instead of giving it this line, I want to give it shapy a bit. Okay. Then give this a straight line to meet here. So this is the two way you can draft your skirt. You can give it this straight if you don't want it that too shapy, but to give it the shape. And if you want all the butt to come out, you can give it this shape. So let's follow this shape. Okay. I'm using the same measurements. Okay. So the 20, my hip line is 7 and my underbutt is 13. So we need to go to continue our straight line. I always told you, please, before you draft anything, try to give your drafting a straight line. Work under the box to get a perfect drafting. Okay. So this is 20 inch. Okay. So the next thing I want to do is my hip line, 7 inch. Don't forget to register for our online class as well as 20,000 naira only. You get everything you need. The next thing you want to do is your underbutt. Okay. We also have a training going that will start by September. Please register. Now, this is our waist, our hip, underbutt, and the full length. Okay. So the next thing we want to do, give it another straight line so it won't distract this. Okay, so as I said earlier, my waist is 5.5. Additional of 1 inch. My hip is 9. Additional of 1 inch. Okay, I want to connect it together. Then I remove 1.5 from this, which will give me 8.5. Okay, for my underbutt. Then I want to connect. Okay, remember I remove 1 inch from here to get this side, which will be 9. So I'm connecting it together. So the one we did the other time was like this. Okay, so this and this. Now the difference between this and this is what we want to show out. This is the front part and this is the back side. We divided our normal measurement by 4 inch, right? Now we need to remove 1 inch from here or 1/4 inch. I don't have much butt, so I'm removing 1/4 inch from my front side to give my back side. Okay, so I want to remove 1/4 inch here. Then I will connect it together. Okay. There is nothing at the front. You all know the front is always flat, and it is the back that we are working on. And we want this butt shape, so we are adding this 1/4 inch at the back here, not the side. Okay, at the back of your skirt, but you are not adding it here. You are adding it at the zipper allowance. So you give it 1/4 inch that you remove here. we're adding it back here. Okay, so you want to what? Connect it with this. You can use a straight stop then, and or you can use a round one as well. So let's give it the round one. Then connect it back here. Okay, so you had your zipper allowance. If you want to, let's assume we are adding quarter of an inch. I'm just assuming normal zipper allowance should be 1 inch at least. So because of the space here, let's assume you're having 1 inch. Okay, 1 inch for our zipper allowance. We are giving 1 inch. We are still having this shape, which means you're connecting from here to here. Hold on a second. 1 inch, another 1 inch from here. Okay, from here, from the back of this side, not here. Okay, so you want to just connect from the waist part 1 inch, from here 1 inch. Okay, connect. Okay, connect again. Then give your straight line of 1 inch. Did you understand? If you don't understand, join our online class or register for the ongoing training. Did you understand now? This is our component. The next thing you want to do is to divide this into two, and 4 inch for my waist. Give it a straight line, quarter of an inch from both sides. Connect it together. Okay, this is the back. And one more thing, guys, if you are a kind of person that have these big butts, if you are somebody that have butts, so you want to connect here, the zipper part, you bring it down either 1 inch if you have big butts, but I don't have much, so I'm giving it half of an inch. Okay, so I want to connect it from this place to this side. You know, our butts will always bring our clothes up, so to avoid your skirt jumping at the back, okay, you connect it. So when you are cutting like this to this side, then up. Okay, and when you are cutting this, you are cutting just this alone. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to register for our ongoing class. Our online class is 20,000 naira. Our physical class is 60,000 naira for 3 months, starting September. Thank you. Bye.